Hello everybody, my name is Troublemaker and this is Retro Sunday. I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog CD. This was, I think, the third of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. It was done for the Mega CD, which was this really weird console that required you to own a Sega Genesis to actually plug it in. Now, I never owned one of these. I didn't know anyone who owned one of these things. As far as I'm concerned, it's a giant flop of a system. And I don't know anyone who's ever played this game, other than the port, which I'm playing right now, for Steam. So we're going to go in and do that. And right off the bat, you can see already drawing from that massive amount of memory that a CD would have held. And look at these great graphics! Oh my god, is that a fully functional cartoon of Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh dear lord. This could be a treat. I was actually surprised that the resolution for this game was so good, considering how old it is. You know, you're looking at a game that is made in 1992, 93. Like, this is an old friggin' game. And this is pretty smooth looking for 92, 93. I have to say, this Mega CD thing was probably the future if anyone would have bought it. But everyone was pretty happy with, like, 32-bit. Actually, it wasn't 3, it was like 8-bit games. Okay, this is getting a little bit redundant now, though. Spin attack! Okay. Oh, there's actually something happening here. And I'm a part of it. Alright. And every single Sonic the Hedgehog game is exactly the same. Every single Sonic the Hedgehog game, people go like, oh, you know, like, it's great, but, you know, like, the other one was better. Like, the newer one's always, like, the savior, obviously. Okay, so this is really slow compared to Sonic Generations, but he does build up. This is the classic version, of course. And I guess I'm supposed to be speed deviling this, but I just can't help but get the rings. Maybe if I hold the X button, something will happen? Kind of. Whoa! 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 What is this? That's some kind of weird three-dimensional view there. Okay. Ah! I ran into a wall and that happened. Future? Oh, I don't understand. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh god. Ah! Why is it slowing me down? Oh my god, I can double jump in this game? That is absolutely crazy. Cool. I'm on top of the log, and I am out of here. Ah! There's lots of flashing objects. I'm actually getting resolution drop in this game. Oh, that was a mistake. Is there really no way to speed up this game at all? Just the normal speed, is it? Okay. Let's do a little jumpy action there. Oh god. Missed stuff all the time. Just gotta... Oh, I just hit my girlfriend! Okay, that was something. I got a score. Smiley face. Now, of course, if you were with me when I was playing Sonic Generations, I absolutely loved that game. I didn't play a ton of Sonic games because I didn't own a Genesis myself. I was a Nintendo user and abuser. I had myself a Nintendo Entertainment System, a Super Nintendo, and I skipped over the 64 and the GameCube and went straight for the Xbox. And then I stuck with a PC because PCs, of course, are superior in every possible way. Now, loop-de-loop. And this was like every time there's a Sonic game, like the Sonic game was like a huge game for like the Sega Genesis. Like, we're into the PS4 launch right now, so this is very appropriate. Because, you know, when this console came out, like all the Sega Genesis fanboys were like, oh my god, nothing's gonna be better than this. You know, this is the greatest console, it's gonna last so long. And then what ended up happening was it just didn't last. Like, these frame drops are pretty brutal. Yeah, it actually got completely stomped in by the competition, who were just Super Nintendo was just too good. 64 came out a few years later, and like, it was just too good. It beat everything, and this is launch titles are launch titles. You know, they're supposed to be super amazing. Like the intro cinematic to this was pretty awesome looking, but the gameplay beyond that wasn't very good. And that's kind of my thought is what will happen with games like Killzone, which is a PS4 exclusive. It's a 50 gigabyte file is the big hurrah about it, and what am I supposed to do there? And yeah, it's supposed to be pretty big, but chances are it's just gonna be a very shallow game, like with just really amazing graphics and not much more. It probably like just like all the Killzones like that. All the Killzones were always launch titles for all the PlayStations, and they were always pretty lackluster and pretty forgettable. Every single one of them, every single time. And yeah, I don't see that being anything big. I'm not saying the Xbox One by any chance is also going to be like a big thing either. I imagine that because I know that Killer Instinct is one of their launch titles, and it's like 2 gigabytes in size, so that's going to be a pretty lackluster title. They're going to have a ton of them compared to Sony, but they're not going to be anything amazing. They're all going to be pretty lackluster, and I guess I'm lost. No, it's a boss fight, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's a disco boss fight. Hello, Eggman. Do some disco, disco, disco. Yeah, yeah, disco, disco. Okay, so he's got little pushy backy thingies here. So how do you beat this guy then? Oh shoot! Gotta get a coin. Okay, I got. Oh, that's how you beat him. Okay. Now he's lost both his disco balls. Now he's scared. Oh god, that was too easy. Alright. Goodbye, Eggman. See you in the next random level. Whatever that happens to be. But yeah, already PS4's having problems. I expect Xbox One to have the exact same problems. And, yeah. I guess we gotta get rid of the birds. This was the whole idea behind Sonic, is you gotta free all these little... Where's the birds at? Okay, apparently I just planted flowers and that's happy. That's different. Yeah. Yeah, the Mega System did eventually go down. Well, that's my boy. Make sure everyone knows he's here. It was eventually replaced by the Sega Dreamcast, which sold about 200,000 units, and then it too died. I don't think that fate will happen to the PS4. I just don't think the PS4 will end up being as important as people think it is. Oh, it's my girlfriend. I think the PS4 is eventually going to run into a lot of problems that was more or less set to fix. You know, it was supposed to deal with the fact that there's kind of a big gap now between PC and console gaming, how developers need a new console, how PC for the first time in a while has actually had 2 consistent years of growth, which is really unusual. Okay, I guess I have to go down here then. Oh god, that's annoying. So, see how that goes. My big expectation is that there will be some pretty killer games for Xbox One, PS4. I think that exclusives will be going the way of the dinosaur. I say this almost every generation. It's almost a hope actually that that will happen. But I think exclusives will go the way of the dinosaur. A lot of the developers for the Xbox One are always saying like, well, this one's exclusive for. This one will be exclusive for the Xbox One, but we might have future titles for the PS4. You know, nobody wants to rule out. And on that regard, they're obviously going to extend that olive branch over to PC, which of course is a pretty giant market now. Like Steam's kind of just proving that you can have a massive, massive PC market. What does this do? Apparently, it gets me points. Random. And that also gets me points, which is. Do I want points? I don't remember points. I remember coins being the thing. Rings. Why would I want points? when I just bounce on these things if I really wanted points. That's my boy, Bob, making himself known. So yeah, what an asshole. I think my dog needs his shit, unfortunately. I think this is a pretty unplayable game. It just has ridiculous frame drops. It didn't port too well. It wasn't a very good game in the first place, I guess. And yeah, I'll just end here at the future.